Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Ryan Awesome, and welcome to the Ryan Awesome Show. Now, before we get into the show, first off, man, if you haven't done this already, man, what are you waiting for, man? Hit the thumbs up. Hit the thumbs up, and if you're new here, hit that subscribe button. And right next to that subscribe button, there's a bell. Make sure you click on that bell so you're the first ones to know when my next video will come out because I'm here each and every single week. And one last thing, don't forget to be awesome. Yeah, man. Sit back, chillax, grab something to eat, grab something to drink because you're watching the Ryan Awesome Show. And once again, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Ryan Awesome Show. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Ryan Awesome, and welcome to the Ryan Awesome Show. Now, today on the Ryan Awesome Show, we'll be talking about the Royal Rumble, WWE Royal Rumble 2022. And yeah, man, where do I start with the Royal Rumble, man? This was not a good show. This was not a good show, bro. It was not a good show, man. Man, first off, man, let's talk about the Royal Rumble matches, man. The men and the women. Let's talk about both of those matches first. And so with the men's Royal Rumble, man, it was just they had no surprises. You know, it was boring half of the time. Like first you started off good. You started off good with Nakamura and AJ Styles starting off at number 1 and number 2. And then, you know, you had AJ Styles lasting up this entire time, only for him to get eliminated by Madcap Moss. And so as soon as AJ Styles got eliminated, dude, I lost it, man. I lost it. And then, not only that, man, you had Brock Lesnar come in at number 30 and eliminated everybody, man. Like, right after he got screwed over by Roman Reigns in his WWE Championship match. And I was like, man, why? Like, Brock did not need to win that Royal Rumble match. He didn't need to be in the Rumble. Like, he really didn't need to be in the Rumble. He could have easily gotten another title shot. He could have easily went after Roman Reigns and demanded a title match. But dude, you could have easily gave the Rumble match to somebody else. Like, dude, like as soon as Brock got screwed over, man, I was like, oh my god, are they gonna have this guy compete in a Rumble match and win the Royal Rumble match? And unfortunately, it happened. It happened. You know, he won the Royal Rumble match. You know, he could have easily gotten a title match because he's Brock Lesnar. He's freaking Brock Lesnar. He usually don't even need to prove anything to get a title match. He just get handed title matches. And so that's why I said that he didn't need to fight in this Rumble match. He didn't need to be in the Royal Rumble. Like he really didn't, man. And then in the Royal Rumble match, the men's Royal Rumble match, you had Shane McMahon. Sure as hell didn't need to be in that match. He did not need to be in that match. Johnny Knoxville, I said this on the SmackDown review, he did not need to be in that match either. And Bad Bunny. You know, even though Bad Bunny looked good in this match, in that Rumble match, he still didn't need to be in that Royal Rumble match. You could have easily gave that spot to somebody else on that roster. Or if you didn't even want to use anybody on the roster, you could have easily gave it to a legend that everybody respects. But we didn't have no surprises, like no surprises in the men's Royal Rumble match. Now the women's Royal Rumble match, we had a lot of that. I wasn't too much of a fan of the women's Royal Rumble match either. You know, the women's Royal Rumble match, it wasn't completely bad, but you know, it had its ups and downs. But yeah, man, Ronda Rousey, she came in and she won the Royal Rumble match. I was going with Bayley to win the match. If Bayley was gonna be ready, I'm pretty sure she was gonna be ready for the Royal Rumble match. But yeah, we didn't get Bayley, man. We didn't get Bayley. And yeah, Sasha Banks, she started at number 1. I wanted to go with Sasha Banks to win. Not to win, but I wanted Sasha Banks to last longer. I wanted her to last longer in the match, but she got eliminated by Queen Zelina Vega. But yeah, man. But yeah, the men's Royal Rumble match, long story short, man, if I had to choose, man, the women's Royal Rumble match was better. It was better than the men's Royal Rumble match. I'm the guy's honest truth, man. The women's Royal Rumble match was better than the men's Royal Rumble match, just in my opinion. So yeah, so Ronda she won the women's Royal Rumble, and Brock won the men's Royal Rumble. And so yeah, the only good thing on this show, man, was Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns and his great match that he had with Seth Rollins and him screwing over Brock Lesnar. That was the only thing, bro. That was the only thing that was good about this show. But yeah, man, everything else, man, it's just I don't know what it was, man. The men's Royal Rumble match sucked, man. It really did. It sucked, but I was disappointed, man, in the Royal Rumble matches, man. But yeah, man. So yep. So this is the Royal Rumble review, the Royal Rumble WWE Royal Rumble 2022 review on the Ryan Awesome Show. And I say this in the intro all the time, man. Like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Hit the thumbs up if you haven't already, and subscribe to the channel if you're new here or if you're watching the Ryan Awesome Show for the first time ever, because I am here each and every single week, man. And so yeah, man. So yeah, we started off the Royal Rumble match, not the Royal Rumble match. We started off the show with the Universal Championship match, so the WWE Universal Title match. And yeah, we were live in St. Louis, Missouri. And so yeah, man. So we had Seth Freakin Rollins versus Roman Reigns, the Tribal Chief, who is the Universal Champion. And so yeah, Roman Reigns he made his entrance first. And so yeah, man. And there's a reason why he made his entrance first. And so right after Roman made his entrance first, we had the Shield. We had the Shield theme music play. We had the Shield theme music played, and Roman Reigns he was shocked that he heard the music, and so it was Seth Rollins. So Seth Rollins came out to the Shield's theme song. He was dressed in all black like the Shield, and so he came out from the crowd just like the Shield did, just like Ambrose, Rollins, and Reigns did when they were in the Shield. And so when the Shield's theme music played, I gotta be honest, man, I marked out. I marked out, bro. And so yeah, so Seth he was playing mind games with Reigns by coming out to the Shield's theme song. And so yeah, so Seth Rollins he took control of the early parts of the match. He had like two tope suicidas to Roman Reigns. He had a sling blade to him. And so Rollins he had a shield bomb to Reigns through the table. And so Michael Cole, he had mentioned Dean Ambrose or John Moxley when he said that Rollins, Ambrose, and Reigns used to hit the shield power bomb on their opponents and all that stuff. And so Rollins hit a frog splash to Reigns, and then he hit a buckle bomb to Reigns, followed up by a curb stomp, and then Reigns had kicked out. And so I was like, thank God, man. That was a close one right there, man. And so yeah, so Reigns he had powerbomb Rollins, and then Reigns he started pounding on Seth Rollins, and so Rollins he was laughing at Reigns, and so that angered Roman Reigns, and so Reigns had hit a Superman punch to Rollins, and then Rollins had kicked out of the Superman punch, and we had a spear to Rollins outside the ring. And so Reigns, he tried to go for the spear again in the ring. And so Seth, he had turned it into a pedigree. And so Reigns had kicked out of that. And then Reigns, he had spear Rollins, and then Rollins, he started laughing. And so, yeah, and so he put his fist out like the Shield did. And so, yeah, so Reigns, he was angry. He was pissed off because, Seth Rollins keep laughing and all that stuff. And so yeah, man. So to end the match, man, we had Roman Reigns. He had locked in the guillotine choke to Rollins. So yeah, so Rollins was getting ready to pass out, and so they were close to the ropes. And so the referee went to go pick up Seth Rollins' hand, and so Seth Rollins' hand had fell on the ropes, and so Seth Rollins grabbed the rope. And so I was like, whoa! I was like, man, this crooked referee, Charles Robinson. So yeah, man. And so Seth Rollins' arm was on a rope. So his arm was on a rope and all that stuff. And so referee was counting to 5, and Roman Reigns did not listen to the referee's 5 count. So therefore, Roman Reigns is disqualified. So therefore, Seth Rollins wins the match by disqualification. But still, the WWE Universal Champion, Roman Reigns. And so yeah, so the crowd, they started chanting Roman sucks and all that stuff. And so Roman Reigns, he had grabbed a steel chair. And Rollins, he was in the ring, and he had his back turned, and so Reigns he had hit Rollins in the back with the chair, just like the same way that Rollins had did when he had turned on the Shield in 2014. And so yes, and he was set up in the same position too. When Seth Rollins bashed the chair and Roman Reigns back and Ambrose back too. He did the same. He did the same thing. but the roles were reversed. And so yeah, man. So yeah, Reigns he started hitting Rollins with the chair over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. And so yeah, man. And then he grabbed another chair. He grabbed another chair. And he kept hitting them with the chair over and over and over again. And but this time the chair had broke. And so yeah, man. So right after that, man, Reigns he had walked away, and Seth Rollins he was not laughing either. He wasn't laughing after that. And so yeah, man. And so yeah, at the time, when I was watching it live, I was like, man, is Seth Rollins gonna be in a Royal Rumble match? Is Seth gonna be in a Royal Rumble match? And obviously it didn't happen. But Brock Lesnar was in a Royal Rumble match and not Seth Rollins. But yeah, man, that was it with that, man. The DQ finish, the match was good, but the DQ finish, Roman Reigns should have beat Seth Rollins clean. Should have beat him clean. But yeah, man, because Rollins, he kept saying that, on SmackDown, when Rollins showed up on SmackDown, he kept saying that, Reigns, you haven't beaten me. You haven't beaten me. And stuff like that. So, I wasn't too much of a fan of it. He should have beat him clean. And so yeah, man. So right after that, man, we had the women's Royal Rumble match. And so our first entrant was Sasha Banks, and our second entrant was Melina. So Melina, she's making a return. And so yeah, so they went back and forth for a little bit, but Melina, she got eliminated immediately, man, very quickly. And so yeah, so Sasha Banks had put her over the top rope, and I guess Melina had lost her footing, and so she had fell off the ring apron, and she got eliminated. And so yeah, so I don't know if that was planned or not, but yeah, she had lost her footing, she got eliminated. And so yeah, so Banks she started mocking Melina with the split and all that stuff. And so number 3 was Tamina Snuka, or Tamina. And so yeah, so before Tamina made it into the ring, we had Sasha Banks. She had gave Tamina a Meteora. Number 4 came out Kelly Kelly. And so yeah, so Kelly Kelly, she did not look good in this match, dude. She did not look good. She could not run the ropes the right way either, man. Like she barely bounced off those ropes when she ran the ropes. Like it's like she didn't even want to hit the ropes when she ran the ropes. If you gonna run the ropes, man, you gotta hit those things, man. You gotta hit those ropes. And so yeah, man, and she hit a sloppy hurricanrana to Tamina too. So yeah, and then she hit like a handspring back elbow. It's like I see that a lot in these women's matches. The handstand back elbow strike. But it was sloppy, man. Like her offense was really sloppy. So yeah, so Kelly Kelly she got eliminated by Sasha Banks. Number 5 was Aaliyah. So Aaliyah had came out at number 5, and Aaliyah and Sasha Banks were going back and forth. And then number 6 was Liv Morgan. And Liv Morgan, she went right after Aaliyah and Sasha Banks. And so Sasha had hit the Three Amigos to Aaliyah. And then number 7 came out Queen Zelina. And so yeah, man, this is where I lost it at. This is where I lost it, man. Sasha Banks, she got eliminated by Zelina Vega. She got eliminated by Zelina Vega, of all people. Zelina Vega, bro. Zelina Vega. And so, yeah, with Sasha, dude, I expected her to be in the finals. I don't know if I mentioned that earlier, but I expected her to be in the finals. I wish that she lasted longer. Because look who we had in the final. Look at what we had in the finals. And you telling me that Sasha Banks couldn't last that long? That's where I lost it at with this Royal Rumble match. And so yeah, and then number 8 came out Bianca Belair. So Bianca Belair, Sasha Banks' former rival. Sasha couldn't get eliminated by anybody else. Like Zelina Vega. Why, man? So yeah, so Bianca Belair came out at number 8. So last year's Royal Rumble winner, Bianca Belair, she had came out at number 8, and she went right after everybody. And so yeah, we had one point, man, we had Bianca Belair. She had kicked Tamina's head into the ring post, which had to hurt, man. I heard it, man. I heard that thud, bro. And so number 9 came out Dana Brooke, the 24/7 champion. Who cares? And so yeah, so she came out. Number 10 came out Michelle McCool. And so yeah, so Michelle McCool, she almost eliminated Dana Brooke, but Reggie had caught Dana Brooke. And so Dana Brooke had went to the top rope to hit like a diving move on Michelle McCool, but Michelle McCool had caught Dana Brooke with a big boot in midair. So Dana Brooke got eliminated by Michelle McCool. And so yeah, so number 11 came out Sonya Deville, but Sonya Deville, she did not come into the ring. She did not get in the ring because, she had her jacket on, and that's her thing. When she has the jacket on, she's the official and all that stuff. And she had a jacket on, and she went to go join the commentary team. And so yeah, man. And so number 12 came out Natalya. And Natalya, she tried to eliminate both Tamina and Bianca, but Natalya only eliminated Tamina. And so yeah, so Tamina is eliminated. And so number 13 came out Cameron. So Cameron, former tag team partner of Naomi in the Funkadactyls. And so yeah, man. And so she came out to the, Somebody Call My Mama theme song. The Somebody Call My Mama. And so yeah, man. And so yeah, they mentioned on commentary, I think it was Corey Graves, he had mentioned on commentary to Sonya that, Cameron and Naomi used to be best friends and all that stuff. And so Sonya, she was like, are they best friends? And so yeah, so Sonya, she went right after Cameron. She went to go attack Cameron because, she's associated with Naomi and all that stuff. And so she took her jacket off and she got in the ring and she eliminated Cameron. So she eliminated Cameron. And yeah, and number 14 came out Naomi. And so yeah, so Naomi went to go check on Cameron, and then Naomi went in the ring, and she went right after Sonya. Sonya got eliminated by Naomi, and so the crowd had cheered. And so yeah, so number 15 came out Carmella, and Carmella of course didn't go in the ring either. And so number 16 came out Rhea Ripley. She went right after Carmella, and she brought Carmella back into the ring. And so yeah, so we had Vega, Carmella, and Natty. They triple teamed Ripley. And so Carmella and Vega were eliminated by Rhea Ripley. With this match, yeah, even though it was better than the men's Royal Rumble match, I was not a fan of this Royal Rumble match. I really wasn't. But yeah, number 17 came out Charlotte Flair, who is the SmackDown Women's Champion. And she went right after everybody. And so Aaliyah, she got eliminated by Flair. And Naomi, she almost got eliminated by Flair. But, she was hanging on the bottom rope by her feet. And so we had Sonya Deville. Sonya Deville, who was already eliminated, she came out and she eliminated Naomi by dragging her out of the ring. And so, yeah, man. Because Naomi, she was already over the top rope. And so Sonya Deville just dragged her out of the ring, eliminated Naomi. And so, yeah, man. And so number 18 came out Ivory. So, yeah, so number 18 was Ivory. She came out to the Rights to Censor theme song. She had a microphone in her hand. She said that nothing changed. And she called all the women, lost little girls and all that stuff. And so she got in Rhea Ripley's face. And so Rhea Ripley, she eliminated Ivory. And so number 19 came out Brie Bella. And yeah, Brie Bella goes after everybody. And so the crowd started chanting yes, yes, yes. Of course, because she's married to Bryan Danielson. And so yeah, so number 20 came out Mickie James, the Impact Knockouts champion. And so yeah, so she came out to our hardcore country theme song. And she brought the Impact Knockouts championship with her. And so yeah, man. And so yeah, so Michelle McCool, she went right after Mickie James, because of course they have a long history too. That terrible feud that they had on SmackDown, with Michelle McCool calling her Piggy James and all that stuff. Michelle McCool and Layla calling Mickie James Piggy James and all that stuff. And so yeah, so James, she took out everybody. And so Mickie James, she eliminated Michelle McCool. And so yeah, Michelle McCool, she was in that Rumble for a while. So yeah, so Michelle McCool is eliminated by Mickie James. Number 21 came out returning Alicia Fox. And so Fox, she went right after everybody. And so number 22 came out Nikki ASH. And so yeah, so Nikki, she came from the crowd. Rhea Ripley, she was distracted by the music and all that stuff. And so, she was wondering where was Nikki ASH. And so Nikki ASH, she came from behind from the crowd. And she tried to eliminate Ripley, but she failed. And so yeah, so Nikki, she ran away from Rhea Ripley. So the number 23 came out Summer Rae, the quote unquote legend. And so yeah, man, so Summer, she went right after Natty because they have a long history too. And so Natty, she had slapped Summer Rae in her face. And so both of these ladies, they were slapping each other in the face. And so Charlotte, she had took out Summer Rae. And yeah, the crowd had cheered for that. And so Summer Rae, she got eliminated by Natalya and Charlotte. And so yeah, man, so number 24 came out Nikki Bella. And then Nikki, she went right after Natalya and Bianca. And so the Bella Twins, they double teamed Bianca. And then Alicia Fox and the Bella Twins, they had their moment because they were Team Bella and all that stuff. And so they had their little reunion. And so the Bella Twins ended up eliminating Alicia Fox. And so yeah, so number 25 came out Sarah Logan. So this was shocking, man. This was shocking. I thought she was done with wrestling altogether. So yeah, so Sarah Logan that came out. So this was shocking. And so yeah, so Sarah Logan, she went right after the Bellas. And so Sarah and Liv, they had their reunion in the Riot Squad. And so yeah, but both were attacked by the Bellas. And so Logan, she got eliminated by the Bellas, and then Liv Morgan got eliminated by the Bella twins too. And so the crowd had booed at that point, because the crowd, they love Liv Morgan, and she got eliminated by the Bellas. So yeah, the crowd did not like that. So yeah, man. So number 26 came out, Lita. And so yeah, so Lita, she went right after the Bellas and Nikki Ash. And so yeah, so Mickie James, she got eliminated by Lita. And so that I was shocked by that too, man. Lita, she hasn't been in the ring in a while. And you have Mickie James, who's the Knockouts champion, who's always in the ring. And you get eliminated by, I'm gonna watch my words too, man. I was about to say something else, man, too. I was about to say something else that I was about to end up regretting, man. But this is all I'm gonna say. She got eliminated by a legend. So yeah, so Charlotte and Lita, they were face to face at one point. And so number 27 came out, Mighty Molly. And so Nikki Ash, she had blindsided Molly from outside the ring, and she brought Molly back into the ring. And Nikki Ash, she eliminated Molly Holly. And so yeah, so number 28 came out, Ronda Rousey, Rowdy Ronda Rousey. And so as soon as her theme music played, I was like, that's it, man. She is gonna win. That's the winner right there. That is the winner. And so Ronda, she took out everybody, man. She took out everybody. And so yeah, so Nikki Ash, so Rousey, she eliminated Nikki Ash, and we had Nikki Bella. She got eliminated by her sister Brie Bella. So that's payback. Because I remember one year she got eliminated by her sister. So that was redemption for her. And so yeah, so number 29 came out, Shotzi Blackheart. And so yeah, so Shotzi, she had took out Bianca and Ripley and Charlotte. And so we had Brie Bella, she got eliminated by Ronda Rousey. And so number 30 came out, Shayna Baszler, the submission magician, a friend of Ronda Rousey. And so yeah, another thing about Shayna Baszler, I don't know why they changed the theme song. I don't know why they changed their theme song, bro. Like, her theme song was so perfect, bro. The horse intro, the horse sounds in the intro of her song. Like, why did they change their theme song, bro? Why? So yeah, man. So yeah. So Shayna Baszler, a friend of Ronda Rousey, she took out Shotzi, Bianca, and Lita. And so yeah, so Rousey and Baszler, they were face to face. We were about to get a little bit of that, but we didn't get it because Charlotte and Natty, they ruined it. And so Shotzi Blackheart, she got eliminated by Rousey, and then Natalya got eliminated by Belair. And then Natalya, she got back into the ring to try to eliminate Rousey, and then Rousey ended up throwing her over the top rope. And so I don't know what that was about. But Lita, she had hit a twist of fate to Charlotte, and then Lita had took out Ripley, and then we had Lita, she tried to go for the moonsault on Ripley, but Ripley had knocked Lita over the top rope. But Charlotte had gave Lita a big boot to eliminate Lita. And so yeah, so Ripley, she got eliminated by Charlotte. And so I was like, oh my God, please somebody eliminate Charlotte, man. Shayna Baszler, she had locked in the Kirifuda clutch to Bianca. And then Belair and Shayna, they were both eliminated by Charlotte. And so the final two were Charlotte and Ronda Rousey. And so yeah. So Charlotte Flair, she ended up getting eliminated. So this wasn't very long. So yeah, so Charlotte, she ended up getting eliminated by Ronda Rousey. And so yeah, so Ronda Rousey wins the match. It is the 2022 Women's Royal Rumble match winner, and in her Royal Rumble match debut. And so yeah, and so Ronda Rousey would go on to WrestleMania to face the champion of her choice. And so yeah, she's gonna choose Becky Lynch. She is gonna choose Becky Lynch, because they never got their one-on-one match, So she's probably gonna go after Becky. But yeah, as I said before, man, there were parts that I didn't like, man. It had some good moments too, but I wasn't a fan of it. Even though the women's Royal Rumble match was better than the men's Royal Rumble match, I still wasn't a fan of it. The fact that Sasha Banks got eliminated the way that she did, it was freaking terrible. It was terrible. We didn't see Bayley. That was another one of my picks. We didn't see Bayley, but we got Ronda Rousey. That was it. So Ronda Rousey is going to WrestleMania. And yep, that was it, man. That was it with the Women's Royal Rumble match. Our next match was the Raw Women's Championship match, and we had Doudrop versus Becky Lynch, who was the Raw Women's Champion. And so yeah, man. So Doudrop, she started using her power against Becky, and then Becky, she tried fighting back, but Doudrop is way too strong. And so yeah, man. So Doudrop, she had ran into the steel steps at one point, and then Becky, she had took control of the match. And so yeah, so during the match, man, the crowd, they were not into the match. During the match, we had the WrestleMania sign. It was on fire. They said it was on fire, and then it started melting and all that stuff. Like the pyro had set it on fire. and the sign just started melting and all that stuff, and so they had to evacuate that whole section. And so yeah, so the crowd, they were not paying attention to this match. And so yeah, so Becky, she started saying that, I set that sign on fire because I'm straight fire. And so yeah, she started talking trash to Doudrop. And so Doudrop, she had a running senton to Becky, and she used all of her weight too, man. And so Becky, I don't know how the world she kicked out of that, but Becky, she had locked in to disarm her to Doudrop, but she turned it into an arm bar, and then Doudrop, she had overpowered it. And so Doudrop had hit a cannonball to Becky right in the corner, like right in the face. And so yeah, and so Becky hit a Molly go round to Doudrop, and she kicked out. And then Becky hit a diving leg drop on the ropes to Doudrop, and it looked terrible too, man. And so we had a gut buster to Lynch, and then we had an avalanche to end the match. We had an avalanche manhandle slam to Doudrop to win the match. So therefore, Becky Lynch wins the match and is still the Raw Women's Champion. And that was it, man. We all knew that Becky was gonna win. There was no way Becky was gonna lose. There was no way that Becky was gonna lose. So yeah, man. So yeah, so tonight attendance for the Royal Rumble, they said it was 44,390 people. So that's a lot of people, man. And it did look packed too, man. And so yeah, so our next match was the WWE Championship match, and it was Bobby Lashley, the Almighty Bobby Lashley, with MVP in his corner versus Brock Lesnar, who is the WWE Champion, with Paul Heyman in his corner. And so yeah, so we had the good old collar and elbow lockup. Yeah, both of these guys, they were hitting German suplexes on each other. So yeah, when Lashley had hit one on Lesnar, it looked like he landed on his neck. And so yeah, man, and so we had a spear to Lesnar, and then we had another spear to Lesnar, and he rolled out of the ring. Lashley tried to spear him again through the barricade, but Lesnar rather, he had sidestepped Lashley, and Lashley had crashed into the barricade. And so yeah, so at that point they were both fighting outside the ring, and we had two German suplexes to Lashley. And so yeah, man, so Lashley, when he took those German suplex bumps, man, he did not land right. He did not land right, man. Like he kept landing on his side. And like, dude, when you taking a bump, man, you cannot land on your side. It's gonna hurt, man. If you land on your side, you could hurt yourself. Like, trust me, dude. I know. I've taken bumps before. I took a side bump before, almost hurt my shoulders. But yeah, man, you never want to land on your side when you're taking a bump, dude. You always want to land on your back, flat on your back. And so yeah, so Lashley, he did not land right, man. He did not take his bump the right way. Lashley, he had locked in the hurt lock to Lesnar, but Lesnar, he had rammed Lashley into the referee. And so yeah, so we had an F5 to Lashley. And so Lashley's boot had hit the referee, knocking the referee out. So the referee was outside of the ring and he was knocked out. And so yeah, man, so from out of nowhere, man, we had Roman Reigns. He had hit a spear to Lesnar. So yeah, so Reigns had came out of nowhere, hit a spear on Lesnar. And so yeah, so Reigns, he had looked at Paul Heyman, who was outside of the ring holding the WWE Championship. And so yeah, so you know, Roman Reigns, he did this to Paul Heyman, to hand him the championship. And so yeah, so Paul Heyman, he handed Roman Reigns the championship. He didn't even hesitate. Like at first he was acting like he was hesitating. In reality, he just handed him the championship. And so it was a plan. It was a master plan. And so yeah, man. So he handed him the championship, and so the crowd had popped. And so yeah, so Reigns had hit Lesnar with the championship, and he walked away with Paul Heyman. And so yeah, man. So we had another referee came out. Lashley was crawling over to Lesnar, and Lashley had covered Lesnar to win the match. So therefore, Bobby Lashley wins the match and is the new WWE champion. And I was like, yes. I was like, yes. It was a much needed win for Lashley. A much needed win for Lashley. And so yeah, man. So yeah, it was a plan all along. And that's the one thing I forgot to mention in that prediction video, the Royal Rumble prediction video. Paul Heyman was gonna turn on Brock Lesnar. We all knew. I knew for a fact that Brock Lesnar was gonna lose. I predicted that he did lose, but I forgot to mention the fact that that Paul Heyman was gonna turn on him. Because that was on my mind too, but I forgot to talk about it. But yeah, man, that wasn't the only reason why Bobby Lashley should have won. Because Brock Lesnar, he embarrassed Bobby Lashley. He was like, Bobby who? Or you're a Brock Lesnar wannabe. Kept dogging him out and all that stuff. And Lashley didn't have no type of comeback. And so that was another reason why I wanted Lashley to win that match. But yeah, man, the right person did win this match, dude. Bobby Lashley is the new WWE champion, a two-time WWE champion. And so yeah, man. And so when Brock Lesnar got screwed over, man, this was on everybody's mind because I saw the tweets, man. Brock Lesnar is gonna go into the Royal Rumble. He's gonna win the Royal Rumble match. We all know who's gonna win the men's Royal Rumble match. That's what I saw on Twitter. And so yeah, man. But when I saw that, I was like, please, please no, man, please no. But yeah, man. And I was like, man, he could have easily. I said this earlier, man. He could have easily asked for a rematch, or he could have, you know, demanded a match. A title match against Reigns, or gotten a title shot out of Reigns some way. You know, but in actuality, man, like Brock don't need the title. He don't need a championship to prove himself. Freaking Brock Lesnar. Like, why do you need a championship? Dude held the championship like 1,000 times. Like, why does he need a championship? But yeah, man, another reason why Brock Lesnar never should have been in the Royal Rumble match. But yeah, man, so that was pretty much it with that. And so yeah, so right after that, man, we had the mixed tag team match. And so we had the It couple, that's the Miz and Maryse versus the Grit couple, Edge and Beth Phoenix. And so yeah, man, so Maryse, she kept avoiding Beth Phoenix the entire match. And so yeah, so Edge and Miz, they were going back and forth. And then Miz started hitting the yes kicks to Edge. And so Maryse slapped Edge. That's the only time she got involved in the match. And so Beth, she went right after Maryse. And so Edge had hit an execution to Miz. And so we had a hot tag to Beth. Beth had took out Maryse. And then at one point, Beth was going for a cover. And then the Miz had broke up the pin. And so Beth had attacked the Miz. And so Maryse had brought her purse out. And she hit Beth Phoenix with the purse. And the brick was inside of the purse. I'm pretty sure it was. Beth Phoenix had kicked out. Beth Phoenix and Maryse was going back and forth. And yeah, Maryse's offense wasn't good either, man, in this match. And so yeah, man, so we had a hot tag to Edge. Edge had took out the Miz, and then Beth had took out Maryse, and then Beth had powerbombed the Miz, and then Edge hit a beautiful diving elbow to the Miz, and then Miz had kicked out. And so Maryse, she had took out Beth outside of the ring. And so Maryse had hit a Hurricane Rana to Edge. And so yeah, man, so Miz had hit the skull crushing finale to Edge, and he kicked out. And so at that point, I thought that was it. And so yeah, so Beth had speared Maryse, and then we had a double spear to the Miz from Edge and Beth. And then we had a double to end the match. We had a double glam slam to the Miz and Maryse from Edge and Beth Phoenix to win the match. So therefore, Edge and Beth Phoenix wins the match, and that was it with that. That was it with that. The match was okay. It was okay. The right team did win this match. Edge, he had to win that match. Like I said this in the prediction video, man. Send Edge after the WWE Championship. He should have already gotten a shot at the title, before he started doing this thing with Miz and Maryse. He should have been fighting Big E for the WWE title, when Big E was the champion at the time. Seth Rollins had gotten the match over him when Edge already beat Seth Rollins, in that Crown Jewel Hell in a Cell match. But yeah, man. So yeah, let's move Edge to something else, man. Move him to send him after a title or something, bro. Send him after a championship. I don't think he's been after a championship yet. Yeah, he went after the Universal Championship. And that was pretty much it. Send him after the WWE Championship, his first World Championship that he won in the company. Send him after the WWE title. You could send him. You could send him there first. You could send him to the WWE title first, or you could send him after AJ Styles. Yeah, AJ Styles. He says he wants a match with Edge, so it'll happen one day. But I want to send Edge after the WWE Championship because he's old. He's owed a title match. He should be in that conversation of #1 contenders for the WWE title. But yep, that was it with that. Now right after that, man, we had the main event, and it was the men's Royal Rumble match, which was terrible, man. And so yeah, man. So the men's Royal Rumble match, we started off with #1, AJ Styles, and #2, Shinsuke Nakamura, who is the Intercontinental Champion, and Shinsuke Nakamura is also the 2018 Royal Rumble winner. And so yeah, so both of these guys, they were going back and forth, so that was some good stuff. And so yeah, man, so Austin Theory, #3 came out Austin Theory. He took out AJ Styles and Nakamura. #4 came out Bobby Roode, and Bobby Roode had took out everybody. I was disappointed by this. Bobby Roode, he did not come out to his glorious theme song. He did not come out to his glorious theme song. He came out to his tag team theme song with, the theme song that they have right now for the Dirty Dogs. That's the music he came out to. And same thing with Dolph Ziggler. He didn't come out to his original theme music. So yeah, so Bobby Roode and AJ Styles, they were face to face, so they have a long history in TNA. They were in the same group together too, I believe, in TNA. faction, the Fortune, with Ric Flair and Christopher Daniels and Frankie Kazarian and James Storm too. Bobby Roode got eliminated by AJ Styles, or Robert Roode. Robert Roode, he got eliminated by AJ Styles. And so number 5 was Ridge Holland. And so Ridge Holland, he came out with his face mask because, his nose was shattered by Ricochet. And so, yeah, so he took out Austin Theory. And so Shinsuke Nakamura got eliminated by AJ Styles. And so Ridge, he had took out Theory and Styles. And so number 6 came out Montez Ford. He took out Theory. And then we had a power slam to 4 from Holland. Number 7 was Damian Priest, the United States champion. He took out Theory and Styles. Number 8 was Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn, he stayed out of everybody's way. And so number 9 was Johnny Knoxville. And I was like, oh my God, no. No. And so, yeah, so he came out with the cast of Jackass. And so we had Wee Man, who got slammed through a table in a hotel bar by Brock Lesnar. And so, yeah, man, so Johnny, he had took out Sami Zayn. And so AJ Styles, he had dared Johnny Knoxville to punch him in his face. And so Johnny Knoxville, he did. AJ Styles had fired back with a lot of punches to Knoxville's face. And so, yeah, so we had a frog splash to Johnny from Ford. Rich Holland, he had put Johnny Knoxville over the top rope. And then Sami Zayn, he just came out of nowhere and just gave Johnny Knoxville a haluva kick, eliminating Johnny Knoxville. And so Sami Zayn, he was celebrating that he eliminated Johnny Knoxville. And so we had AJ Styles from behind, he eliminated Sami Zayn. And so, yeah, so number 10 came out Angelo Dawkins. So Montez Ford had some help. So, yeah, so Dawkins, he had took out Styles, Priest. And so the Street Profits had double team Priest. And so number 11 came out Omos. So at that point, I was like, oh my God, no. I was like, everybody about to die. Everybody's about to die. And so, yeah, so everybody, they try to go after Omos. And so Omos, he had took out everybody. And then Dawkins, he got eliminated by Omos. And so Omos, he eliminated Ford. So both of the Street Profits are gone. And so AJ, he went right after Omos. And so Omos, he had took out AJ. And so, yeah, man. So number 12 was Ricochet. He tried to take out Omos with a high-flying move, but Omos was still standing up. And then Omos, he had chopped the hell out of Ricochet, bro. You heard it. You heard that chop, man. And so number 13 came out Chad Gable, who is one half of the Raw Tag Team Champions. And he tried to get everybody together to try to take out Omos. And so, yeah, man. So Damian Priest had went right after Omos. And so Omos had eliminated Priest. And so everybody at that point tried to eliminate Omos. And so we had number 14 was Dominic Mysterio. And so at that point, Dominic, he had joined in on the attack. And so everybody eliminated Omos. So Omos is out. And so, yeah, so number 15 was Happy Corbin. And he went right after Ridge Holland, Dominic Mysterio, and Austin Theory. And so Ricochet, he got eliminated by Corbin. And so Ricochet, he landed terribly, man. That was a nasty landing for Ricochet. And so, yeah, so number 16 was Dolph Ziggler. He went right after Corbin. And so we had a deep six to Dominic from Corbin. And so, yeah, so Dominic, he got eliminated by Baron Corbin or Happy Corbin. So, yeah, Dominic, another guy I wish would have lasted a little longer, too. So, yeah, so AJ Styles eliminated Austin Theory. So, yeah, man, so number 17 came out Sheamus. And so, yeah, as soon as Sheamus made it to the ring, Ridge Holland got eliminated. Ridge Holland got eliminated as soon as Sheamus made his way to the ring. Man, so Sheamus, he went right after Styles for eliminating his tag team partner. And so number 18 came out Rick Boogs. He took out Chad Gable. And so Rick Boogs, he eliminated Chad Gable with a military press slam or just a military bench press over the top rope to eliminate Chad Gable. Madcap Moss came out at number 19. Went right after Sheamus. And so, yeah, so AJ Styles got eliminated. So AJ Styles, he got eliminated. And so he got eliminated by Madcap Moss. So I lost it at that point. I was like, that's it, man. That's it. I was pissed off, man. Because AJ Styles was my pick. He was my pick to win the Royal Rumble match. And he got eliminated by Madcap Moss of all people, dude. And so, yeah, man. So number 20 came out Matt Riddle. And so Boogs, he got eliminated by Corbin. Number 21 was Drew McIntyre. So he's back. He went right after Baron Corbin and Madcap Moss. And so Moss and Corbin were eliminated by McIntyre. And so Drew McIntyre, he went right outside of the ring. He went to go attack Baron Corbin or Happy Corbin and Madcap Moss. He beat them up outside of the ring because they put him on the sidelines. And so, yeah, so number 22 is Kevin Owens. And so Kevin Owens and McIntyre, they were fighting outside the ring. And so they went back into the ring. Owens hit a pop-up powerbomb to McIntyre. And so Owens, he went right after Sheamus. And then Owens, he stomped on Riddle's bare feet. And so yeah, so number 23 was Rey Mysterio, the 2006 Royal Rumble winner. And so yeah, so Rey Mysterio, he took out Sheamus, and then Owens hit a stunner to Rey. And so number 24 was Kofi Kingston, and then Kofi, he went right after Owens. And so yeah, this was not the best night for Kofi Kingston, bro. This is not the best night for Kingston. So yeah, so Kofi Kingston, he got eliminated by Kevin Owens. And so yeah, so Kofi was on the top rope, and Owens had pushed him off of the top rope. And so I guess Kofi Kingston, he tried to land on a barricade to try to keep his feet from touching the floor, but his feet clearly touched the ground. We all saw it. And so he tried to go for something new this year. I guess he tried to jump on a barricade and walk the barricade and jumped on the steel steps to try to get back into the ring. But he failed on that one, man. He failed on that one. You know, he failed. He jumped over he got, he was over the top rope, got knocked over the top rope. And, he did touch the barricade. He landed ribs first on a barricade, and his feet clearly hit the ground. And so the referee came out. He was like, "Kofi, you eliminated, dude." Yeah, Kofi, he would have lasted a little longer. He would have lasted a lot longer. But this is the quickest that Kofi Kingston ever been eliminated in the Rumble. I don't know what else. Like, how could you top all the other things that you did? Like, once was enough, but he kept doing it every single year. And so that's what happens, man. That's what happens when you go on the top rope. And so yeah, man. So number 25 was Otis, the other half of the Raw Tag Team Champions. He went right after Ziggler and Riddle. And so yeah, number 26 was Big E. He took out Owens and Riddle. And so Sheamus hit a bro kick to E. And so number 27 was Bad Bunny. So Bad Bunny came out at number 27. He took out Sheamus. And so Bunny, he had hit a Hurricane Rana to Owens. So yeah, so Bad Bunny hit a Canadian Destroyer to Riddle. And then Sheamus, he had took out the Bunny. And so Sheamus got eliminated by Bad Bunny. And so I was shocked by that. And so yeah, so Ziggler got eliminated by Bad Bunny. And so at one point, Rey Mysterio almost got eliminated by Bad Bunny. He almost got eliminated by him. Kevin Owens, he had hit a stunner to Bad Bunny. And so yeah, so number 28 came out Shane McMahon. And so I was like, oh my God, no. Please, no. So yeah, so Shane came out at number 28. Otis eliminates Rey Mysterio. We had a series of super kicks to Shane McMahon from Kevin Owens. And so yeah, so Owens, he got eliminated by Shane McMahon. And so I was like, what? I was like, what? Shane McMahon eliminated Kevin Owens. And so yeah, so number 29 came out Randy Orton, the hometown boy, St. Louis's own Randy Orton. Randy Orton is a 2009 Royal Rumble winner and the 2017 Royal Rumble winner. And so yeah, so Orton hit an RKO to Big E, and then Big E, he got eliminated by RK Bro, and then we had an RKO to Otis, and then Riddle, he had jumped off of Otis's back and gave McIntyre an RKO. So that was cool, man. That was sick. And so yeah, so Otis, he got eliminated by Randy Orton and Matt Riddle. And so number 30, the number 30 is a special spot, man, in a Royal Rumble. In a Royal Rumble match, number 30 is the best spot. And the biggest surprise in a Royal Rumble match is number 30. And so yeah, so number 30 was none other than the Beast incarnate himself, Brock Lesnar. So Brock Lesnar, he former WWE champion, took out everybody, man. He eliminated Randy Orton. Crowd had booed. And at one point, Bad Bunny got in Brock Lesnar's face. And I was like, Bad Bunny, no. No Bad Bunny. No Bad Bunny. No Bad Bunny. And so, yeah. And so Brock had hit an F5 to Bunny. And so, yeah, man. And so Brock eliminated the Bunny, Riddle, and Shane McMahon. And so the final two were Brock and Drew McIntyre. And so, yeah, so we had an F5 to Drew McIntyre over the top rope to eliminate Drew McIntyre to win the Royal Rumble match. So Brock Lesnar wins the 2022 Royal Rumble match. And that was it, man. Terrible, man. Terrible stuff. The men's Royal Rumble, I said it earlier. I said it multiple times here tonight. But the men's Royal Rumble sucked, dude. It sucked, dude. It really did. The women's Royal Rumble match was better than the men's Royal Rumble. Like, I was disappointed, dude. I was disappointed in these Royal Rumble matches, dude. Like, it felt like nobody got over. It felt like nobody got over in this Royal Rumble match. At least give it to somebody that never won. Give the Royal Rumble match to somebody that never won. Brock Lesnar, he won the Royal Rumble in 2003. 19 years later, he wins the Royal Rumble again for the second time. Could you imagine if AJ Styles would have won the Royal Rumble? Could you imagine if AJ Styles would have won? Or Kevin Owens? Or maybe a Riddle? Somebody that never won a Royal Rumble. Could you imagine, man? Could you imagine that? But we had no surprises. I heard a lot of people say that, oh, we're going to get some AEW talent in the Royal Rumble match or some Impact Wrestling stars in the Royal Rumble match. We didn't get none of that. We didn't get none of that. Why would you build your hopes up? Like the Royal Rumble match could have been special, man. The card was good, man. On paper it was good, but the show itself was not good. It was disappointing, dude. This is the worst Royal Rumble match. This is the worst Royal Rumble match ever. This was as bad as the 2015 Royal Rumble when Bryan got eliminated and the Authority, Kane, and the Big Show was eliminating everybody left and right. Dude, it was terrible. And you had The Rock show up and you know help Roman Reigns win the Royal Rumble match and all that stuff. Yeah, it was bad, dude. It was bad. This Royal Rumble match did not get anybody over. It did not get anybody over, bro. But the women's Royal Rumble match was better. The only good thing on this show was the stuff that Roman Reigns did. You know, his match with Seth Rollins. You know, despite the finish of the match, you know, it was still great. The stuff that he did with Seth Rollins and you know, him screwing over Brock Lesnar and all that stuff, him and Paul Heyman screwing over Brock Lesnar. That was the best part of the show. But everything else, dude, it was just so bad, dude. I just can't tell you how bad it was, man. Like it was disappointing, dude. It was disappointing in the end. It was not good. It was not good. It was not good. It was not good. Like Brock could have easily gotten a rematch or something. He could have easily gotten, you know, he could have easily complained to management about it. He didn't need to fight in that Royal Rumble match. He could have easily gotten a title match. Absolutely terrible. And I was one of those people that was looking forward to the Royal Rumble match. It's like when you look forward to something in WWE, they end up disappointing you in the end. And that's what happened tonight. That's what happened tonight. Dude, this sucked, man. This was not good. It was not good. No surprises. It was boring, dude. It really was. It was boring. It was boring. But yeah, I don't know what else to say, man. I don't know what else to say. The best thing on the show was the Roman Reigns stuff. Everything that Roman Reigns did. You know, Roman Reigns, I heard somebody say it earlier, man. I heard somebody on social media say it earlier. Roman Reigns, he carried this show. He did, man. Dude, Roman Reigns is carrying his company. One day, Roman Reigns, he's gonna break his back. He's gonna break his back one day because he carried this company on his back for way too long. You gotta build more people up so they could be like a Roman Reigns. But that's their problem. They don't push any new stars. That's the main reason why they failing right now. That's the main reason why people don't like the WWE because they fail to push new stars. They fail to push new stars. They keep pushing the same people over and over and over again that we don't want to see. They don't push. They're not about the future. They don't care about the future. They could claim how much they do. They could say they do all they want, but in actuality they don't. I was really looking forward to this show. I was really looking forward to this show, but they ended up disappointing us, man, in the end. The cheers that Brock Lesnar was getting, man, you know, when he came back, it's gonna turn into boos now, man. It's gonna turn into boos. Because the way that he was booked, like he didn't need to be in that Royal Rumble match. Like Brock Lesnar don't need a championship. You have wrestlers that don't need championships. Brock Lesnar is that guy. He don't need a championship to prove himself. We know how dominant he is. We know how good Brock Lesnar is. He don't need a championship. He don't need a championship title belt. But yeah, Brock Lesnar won the men's Royal Rumble match, and Ronda Rousey won the women's Royal Rumble match. Did not get my prediction right. Did not get my prediction right. But in all these other matches, I did get my predictions right. Seth Rollins versus Roman Reigns. You know, the Raw Women's Championship match, and the WWE Championship match, and the mixed tag team match. Those are the only things I got right. Everything else I got wrong. But yeah, man. Yep, that was it. But yep, that was it, man. That was it with the Royal Rumble match or the Royal Rumble pay-per-view. I said it once and I'll say it again, and I'm gonna say it again and again and again and again and again and again. This was not a good show. This was not a good show. This show sucked. It sucked. Suckety sucked. It sucked. But yeah, man. that was it. That was it with the Royal Rumble for 2022, the WWE 2022 Royal Rumble. And yeah, man, if you like this video, man, hit the thumbs up, man. What are you waiting for? Hit the thumbs up. And if you're new to the channel, or if you're watching D Ryan Awesome Show for the first time ever, hit that subscribe button. And right next to that subscribe button, there's a bell. Make sure you click on that bell so you'll be the first ones to know when my next video is uploaded, because I'm here each and every single week, man. Follow me on Twitter at Ryan Awesome Show. And yeah, man, I'll see you guys on Monday. So I will do something on Monday Night Raw. I usually pop out a review, usually a day after the pay per view and all that stuff. So I'm gonna have like a Monday Night Raw review on Monday, but it's Saturday though. It's Saturday right now, so well technically for me, right now it's 1 o'clock in the morning, so technically it's Sunday for me. So yeah, so yep, I'll see you guys on Monday then, tomorrow I guess. But yeah, for Monday Night Raw, and yeah, follow me on Twitter at Ryan Awesome Show, and if you missed anything, everything is on the homepage. And yeah, man, once again, guys, thank you for the love and support for the show. Thank you, thank you, and thank you. And comment down below, man. Tell me how you felt about this Royal Rumble pay-per-view. Tell me how you felt about it. And yeah, and share this video, man, with each and every single person that you come across. And yeah, man, and as always, guys, thank you for the love and the support for the show. Thank you, thank you, and thank you. And I'll see you guys on Monday for Monday Night Raw. And yeah, man, and this has been the Ryan Awesome Show. Take care, stay safe, and don't forget to be awesome. And that's that.